How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another video, and we're doing a 1-year rebuild. So we're going to be rebuilding a team that just really didn't live up to the hype. I'm talking about the 2012-2013 LA Lakers. Now take a look at this roster. Just looking at this roster, you would think this team would be great, right? A lot of people thought it would be. People were saying that Kobe's going to get his 6th ring. Eventually he'll get 7 and 8 if this team stuck together. It just didn't really work out that way, man. Kobe got injured late in the season. Him and Dwight Howard had some troubles in the locker room. Steve Nash just really didn't bounce back. 37 years old. He really just didn't play much after the season. So this team just kind of exploded. It just didn't really work out. So the way it worked is the 2 previous years, the Lakers were making it to the playoffs, but they couldn't get out of that second round. So they traded for Dwight, they traded for Steve Nash in order to create this big 4, this fantastic 4, I guess. Because in the Eastern Conference, you had a big 3 in LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh. So this Lakers team was supposed to be a team that can combat that. You know, people are looking forward to seeing that championship series between the Lakers and the Heat. It just never really worked out. So it's my job in one season to bring them to the promised land. Give Kobe ring number 6. Put Dwight Howard on the map with a ring, and same thing with Steve Nash. So that's my job right now. I'm playing with a roster that was given to me by actually it was just I just saw it on the 2K roster share. So in the comment section below, or in the description, I'll be sure to give you guys his gamer tag, the guy that created this. This is on the Xbox One. I'm sure you can find something very similar on the PS4 too. Only thing you got to do is like search 2K13, and somebody's made the roster, cutting it back. So let me show you the roster. Of course, this roster is not perfect. There are a lot of things wrong with it, but I'm using it for the means of me just having some fun. So I'm just going to flip through the roster, and you can pause at any time if you want to take a look at your favorite team or whatever. But I'm just trying to show you how I think this roster is really solid. Of course, like I said, there are some things that are messed up, but I think this roster is really good. So when I'm flipping through the rosters, I want to let you guys know that over the next couple videos, I'm going to be taking suggestions for like rebuilding challenges or just normal different challenges that you want me to do. So if you have an idea, comment right now down below. And if you're reading the comments, be sure to thumbs up a comment that you like. So I know that multiple people want to see this challenge, and I'm excited for that. Of course, we still have our St. Louis Spirits thing going on. That video should be out sometime very soon, either tomorrow or Sunday. I'm still working on it. As I'm recording this video, I stopped working on the next episode so I can get a video out today. So that's still going to be going on. So that was the entire roster. One thing I did want to do to start off this is make some trades. So since this is a 1-year rebuild, we don't really need this first round from 2017, 2018. We don't need any of these picks. So I'm hoping that I can package in some of these players. Like take a look at the backup point guard situation. You got Steve Nash, but other than that, we really don't have anything. We got Steve Blake and Chris Duhon. I want to get another point guard if I can. If I can't, then no big deal either. I just want to see what I can get for Chris Duhon in the first rounder, and we'll see what you can get. Hopefully this loaded screen doesn't take forever, because this is like the reason why I cut all of this type of things out of a normal video. But since this is just a 1-year rebuild, I want this video to be somewhat lengthy, so we're just going to keep going, and hopefully we can get something good, man. I also want to upgrade our small 4 position, because right now Meta World Pieces are started small 4, which is not bad. I mean, Meta can play some ball, but it's not great either. So I want to see what I can get. DeMar Carroll wouldn't be bad at all, but we will be giving up our 2 backup point guards. So I don't know if I want to do that just at this point. Let me just see what else is out there. Pick up Wilson Chandler, but they'll be giving up Jordan Hill too, and I like Jordan Hill. I don't want to trade Jordan Hill. There's Jared Bayless. No. Okay, I did like that trade though. Where was it? This DeMar Carroll trade is what we're gonna do. So one reason I did like Meta is because he brought some defense to the team. And DeMar Carroll is going to do that too, and also bring some offense. So I think DeMar Carroll was the right trade right there. So this is starting 5 at this point. Again, we still got another first rounder that I want to deal with. And we need a new point guard, a new backup point guard. So what if we traded Jody Meeks in that other first rounder for a backup point guard, and then we'll get some simulated, man. I'm excited. I think this team is really good. Like, if it wasn't for the injuries and the chemistry issues, this team could have definitely won a championship, or maybe even more. But we'll never really know, so I'm going to try to act it out here in 2K. We can take Mario Chalmers away from the Heat, and that wouldn't be bad. So let me just keep looking, make sure there are no other options here. Yeah, I like that trade for Mario Chalmers. So I think that's the one we're going to do. So let me go back to that. And we're going to be taking their starting point guard and giving them Jody Meeks. So I don't know what they're going to do about that, but there it is. Mario Chalmers, welcome to the team. Mario Chalmers has proven to us that he can be a solid player, and him coming off the bench should be solid too. I don't really want Udonis Haslem though, so let me trade Udonis Haslem. Just just because I don't want him. And if somebody gets injured, he's going to get back in the rotation if I change that. So let me package in him and them 2 second-round picks. And maybe we can get a little deeper on our bench. Like, if we can get deeper, that's always good. But again, everybody wants to get Jordan Hill off my team. Jordan Hill is pretty good, man. I like him as a backup center. So I don't want to give him up. So I just want to get a trade that doesn't require me to trade him away. This John Salmons trade is probably going to be the one we're going to do just to dump off Udonis Haslem, because there's really no need for me to have him at this point. So let me do that trade for, John Salmons. So welcome to the team, John Salmons. You're probably not going to play any minutes this entire season. Normalize the rotation here. I only want to make it a 10-man rotation. So let me do that. I also definitely don't want Byron Scott being our coach. So let me fire Byron Scott and just hire somebody else. Benjamin Walker, he has an A in defense and a B- in offense. But you can't go wrong with Elijah Nelson. So let me give him the max that we can give him since we're only doing 1 season. And Paul Pursley, I think we're going to get rid of him to get William Goodrich. So we're going to do those 2 small moves on the bench, giving us some more, some better coaching. Because Byron Scott, man, what a bad season Byron Scott really had. And I want to change this from patient offense to average tempo. First scoring option be Kobe. Second scoring option be... Actually, let's just leave it Kobe. Second scoring option, no preference. I mean, it can be Powell, it can be Dwight, it can be Steve Nash. I don't care. But Kobe's got to be number 1. So let me take a look at the final roster going into the season. Kobe, Dwight, Powell, Steve Nash, Damari Carroll, Antoine Jameson, Mario Chalmers, Metta World Peace, Jordan Hill, John Salmons, Robert Sacre, Andrew Godlock. I never know if I'm saying his name right. Earl Clark, and that's it. So I think the team is really good. I definitely think that we should be a pretty good team in this Western Conference. I'm going to get to some games and I'll be back. At the halfway point, we're sitting at 45-10, first in the Western Conference. Let me show you guys these standings here. Behind us is the Clippers. We're up on them by 4 games, but they're playing really, really well. 40-13 is a really great record. Behind them is the Minnesota Timberwolves. I don't know who they have on their team, but they're playing really well. Pretty much all these top teams in the West are playing well. The Portland Trail Blazers are on a 7-game win streak going into the All-Star break. Same with the OKC Thunder, and we're on a 9-game. In the Eastern Conference, the Heat are tearing things up, man. I'm excited to see if we're going to play them in the championship. I'm already thinking about a championship. We're not even out of the West yet. Let me hold my horse. Let me, just chill a little bit. First, we got to get out of the West. I want to look at this Minnesota Timberwolves team. Who do they have that they're winning so many games? So let me take a look at their roster. They got K-Love, Nikola Pekovic, AK-47, Brandon Roy. Yo, I forgot. This is when Brandon Roy came back. Like, he got injured in Portland, and then in 2012-2013, he came back to the Minnesota Timberwolves. I forgot all about that. So here he is, trying to come back to the NBA, man. JJ Barea, Tayshaun Prince, Ricky Rubio, who's injured. I don't know how this team's winning so many games, but good for them, man. Good for them. Let's take a look at our roster. I thought I saw somebody who was injured. Let me see who that was. Steve Nash is out for 1 or 2 weeks, so that's no big deal. Let me see who's leading our team in scoring. I'm guessing, it's definitely going to be Kobe. Averaging 25, 8, and 7. 7 assists for Kobe. Is that like... Okay, yeah, that's definitely a career high in assists per game, right? Yeah. So good for him dishing off the ball the way he is right now. Behind them is Powell and Dwight Howard. So I'm excited to see how this season is going to play out. Let me see who's leading the league in scoring. Kyrie Irving's averaging 28.8. Tied with KD, and LeBron James just 1/10 of a point behind that. Take a look at award races. Kobe is second in MVP race, and then Powell is in 5th. Okay, I like the way that look. I like the way that looks. Rookie of the Year, Damian Lillard, Anthony Davis there. 6th man, Jahlil Okafor. The way it works is the guy that created this roster, if they were drafted after 2013, he just sent them to free agency. So, of course, Jahlil Okafor was in free agency, so he was signed by the Kings. But Antoine Jameson's in the running for 6th man. So we got people all around trying to win awards for our team. So that's good. Take a look at the All-Star participants. Kobe's going to be there, and Powell. So I'm excited. Let's just get to simming. Let me show you guys again, because I feel like I got to do this every video, because sometimes the comments saying I'm doing some sneaky stuff, but no, 50-50s all around. So the record is 45-10, and that's natural, man. It's crazy to think about that we're doing so well. So let me just keep simming, and we'll be back. At the end of the season, LeBron James wins MVP, averaging 28, 10, and 9. So close to a triple-double for LeBron James. Rookie of the Year goes to Damian Lillard. Eric Bledsoe, 6th man of the year. LeBron James wins Defensive Player of the Year too. Josh Smith and Eric Spoelstra wins Coach of the Year. Kobe Bryant was on first team All-NBA, which is great for us. I'm hoping that Powell was somewhere in here, but he wasn't. No big deal. So let's just keep going. All defensive second team. Dwight Howard's there. You know, he was a 3-time defensive player of the year. So there he is on the second team, and we didn't have any rookies. So let's get into it, man. We had the best record in the Western Conference. Let me show you that. We actually ran away with it. We finished at 68-14. Behind us is the Clippers, 10 games behind. So we just kind of took off on them. And the Eastern Conference, their record was very similar to ours. Just one more win than us. So I'm excited, man. I'm excited. It seems like nobody in the West can mess with us, and nobody in the East can mess with them. So I'm excited to see us match up. First round is going to be going against the Dallas Mavs. So let me take a look at the Mavericks team and see who they have. Of course, they have Dirk. They have Chris Kaman. This team sucks. This team is pretty bad. I'm surprised they made the playoffs. Oh, this is here's Jay Crowder before Jay Crowder was really good, man. Jay Crowder is a great player in the NBA right now. He was thrown into that Rondo trade for no reason. Like, it's so crazy to think that the Mavs did not recognize how talented this guy was, and they threw him in that trade to trade for Rondo. It's just crazy because I don't know if Danny Ainge knew that Jay Crowder had that much potential, but he definitely won that trade. He definitely won that trade because Rondo has not been the same. I guess this year in Sacramento, his stats look good, but the team was so bad that you can't really give him any credit. Anyway, I'm just talking about random things. Let's go into this playoffs. First game against the Dallas Mavs, we win. Second game, we win. Game 3, we win, and we're going for the sweep, and we complete it. Going against the OKC Thunder in the second round. This is a team I expected to see like in the Western Conference Finals, but here they are in the second round. See who they have. Of course, KD, Russell, day-to-day with a broken right finger. Surge, but he's playing through it. They got Kevin Martin. They picked up Alfred Payton for Porzingis. That's okay. That's crazy. Derek Fisher is still in the league. Yo, he's not even... Oh, that doesn't even look like Derek Fisher, but there he is. Like I said, this roster's not perfect. Definitely not perfect, but here we go. OKC Thunder. Game 1 is a win. Let's see. Game 2 is a win. Okay, Game 3, we're going for the sweep. We swept the Thunder. They got some big guns on that team. I'm surprised we swept them. But LA versus LA in the Western Conference Finals. Dwight Howard has a bruised left shoulder, but luckily, he's going to play through it. Let's take a look at this Clippers team. Who do they have? Chris Paul, Blake Griffin. They got a 3-headed point guard rotation. Chris Paul, Eric Bledsoe, and Chauncey Billups. Yo, that's crazy. They picked up Rudy Gobert, which kind of sucks because he wasn't in the league back then. Jamal Crawford, Grant Hill. All right, let's just go to it, man. I'm excited to see who's going to win this series. Game 1 is us. Game 2 is us. We're going for the perfect... Oh, I was going to say we're going for the perfect sweep across the Western Conference, but they took a game from us, Game 4, but we win Game 5. So there we go, going into the championship against, of course, the Miami Heat. Steve Nash has 2 injuries. He has strained both of his quads. Oh my God, Steve Nash is so old. He's straining. Both of his quads are strained right now. So I guess Mario Chalmers is our new start. Yeah, Mario Chalmers is our starting point guard. But Mario Chalmers has proven that he could be a starting point guard on a championship team. He's going against his old team, actually. Who's their new starting point guard? Let's take a look at their team. LeBron, Wade, Bosh, we knew that. They picked up Joel Embiid. So Norris Cole is their starting point guard. So here we go. Game 1 is a victory for us. Take a look at that box. Wow. We put up 142 points on this team. Kobe with 33, 7, and 6. What a great stat line for Kobe. Game 2 is a win for us too. No match. Mario Chalmers, 20 minutes, 22 points. Okay, and Kobe with a triple-double. Jesus Christ. Let's keep it going though. Oh, I was going to say we want to get the sweep, but they take a Game 3 by 10 points. LeBron finally stepped up, close to a triple-double for him. And that's all it really took. Game 4, we win Game 4. That's big. And we're going to go into Game 5 and see who wins it all right here, right now. Hopefully we can win in this game. Speed it up until we get to the 4th quarter. Then we're going to slow it down. And they're up, actually. Okay, it's a close one, but they're pulling away. 1 minute, 25 seconds left. They're up by 8. And they took Game 5. No biggie, though. We still got 2 games to close this series out. So here we go. Speed it up until we get to the 4th quarter, and this one looks like, yeah, it's a blowout. It's a blowout, boys. We're going to win this championship. Let me slow it down so I can jump in here with 57 seconds left. If you did enjoy the video, as always, be sure to leave it a like. Comment down some rebuilding challenge videos that you want me to do. It's King of the 4th quarter. I'm out. Stay for the celebration and see who MVP is. We could probably guess. It's gonna be Kobe Bryant getting his 6th ring, and I'm out.